Hi guys, it's reaction time. As if today couldn't get any better. We had the Queensryche album come out today. I've recorded track by track reaction of that. And it's a mind blower. It's one of the best albums of the year. But also alongside that is another one of the best albums of the year. And that's Stryper and The Final Battle. So let me tell you now, I've heard the album apart from this song. This is Same Old Story, and the album, don't ignore what Michael Sweet says. When he says it's the best album we've done, you know what? He could be right. He could be right. It's an absolute masterpiece of an album. From start to finish, no weakness. No weakness. I mean, if you think about years in rock and metal, the best years in rock and metal there's ever been, and mine is, it's always been 1986. It has. It's just the albums that came out in 1986. Among that, I'm just off the top of my head, Tesla's Mechanical Resonance, Stryper's To Hell with the Devil. It's just an amazing, they're just two of the amazing albums that come out in 86. If you actually look back, and like, we've done loads of shows on 86, I should remember, but there's top albums. It's without a doubt my favourite year. This year, man, it's just been, I can't remember another year like this year. I really can't. And I know it might be because of COVID and people have been like, you're not releasing stuff, and there's been some really cool writing going on while, you know, COVID was about. And now they're ready to unleash all this music upon us. I don't know what the answer is to why it's such a good year, but it's definitely a brilliant year. And you know what? Music has got better. You know, obviously it's back, innit? This music we love is back now. And, you know, there's been some great years. There really has been some great years, but I don't think I can remember a better year than this year. So, Stryper, Same Old Story, the last song that I've heard on the album. Guys, you will not be disappointed in this album. It's just brilliant. And I've really been looking forward to a lot of, you know how hard it was to not listen to this song? I had to skip it. I was like, oh man, I've got to skip that song, but I know it's coming out, so I had to leave it. It has to be proper first time reaction. So this is it. The last song that I've heard on Stryper, The Final Battle. This is my last track by track reaction, but you'll see all the rest of those on the 21st, it is the 21st, isn't it, of October. That's when you're going to see the rest of the tracks by tracks. So here we go. Stryper, Same Old Story, guaranteed goodness. Here we go. That sound, that guitar.
Yeah.
Quick stop there, guys. Halfway through, 2 choruses gone, 2 amazing melodic, so catchy choruses, man. Absolutely fantastic. Almost reminds me a little bit of something you might hear, that chorus especially on Murder by Pride or something like that. But obviously, you know, they have took that period and just gone way past that now, and they are just at the top of their game. But just slight, for me, feels of that period of the band. The guitar riff, man, at the beginning, the sound of the guitar, the Stryper signature sound just blows me away every time. The chug of those guitars, the squeals, there was a squealing harmonic there. That was just brilliant. Michael's sweet, man, sounds fantastic. He's got a real, he's almost got more of an aggression in his voice now, but he's so controlled. He obviously doesn't sing, you know, like he's been kicked in the nuts as much anymore, but he can. But I like this because it's more controlled. It's not screaming for screaming's sake. He screams when he's meant to scream. I said this about Todd Latour earlier on. It's not all the time. It's not constant screaming. We know these singers can do it, but it's about doing, you know, it's right for the song. What's right for the song? That's the main thing. And Michael Sweet, I think, has perfected his voice to make it right for the song. I mean, I totally get the singing of the 80s with Michael, and, you know, it was all about that. You know, how high could you go? And he was one of the highest singers there, without a doubt. But I'd rather have his voice as it is now. It's fitting with the more aggressive sound of Stryper as well. But this is just topped off an amazing album. It's a brilliant single to release because of the catchiness of it. You know, it's the perfect chorus. It's so catchy. I mean, the album itself is really catchy, but this, you know, this chorus is a sing-along one. Without a doubt, it's fantastic. Love the video. The slow motion shots of the band are really cool as well. Just brilliance again. Man, what a year. Here we go for the rest, guys. Are we going to get a solo? We've had plenty of solos on this album, let me tell you. So expecting a solo for sure. Here we go. Yeah! Oh man, what a song. What a brilliant, I was going to say what a song to finish the album off, but obviously it's not. It's because it's the last song I've heard from the album. But man, there's something about their guitars, you know. I just love their guitar sound. Michael Sweet was doing that solo then, and Oz was coming in and out, doing the little bit of twin leads, and even in the, you know, the chorus there, you could hear them playing together, and there's something about their guitar sound, and obviously the production that Michael Sweet puts into the band, you know, the producing of the sound of the album and these songs just makes such a difference, because you can hear every little note, can't you? And it's just Stryper through and through. It's excellent through and through. Man, what an album. This was my last track by track, but you ain't going to see the rest yet, obviously, of this album. It's an amazing album, guys. Let me tell you now, I mean, with all bands, most bands, even old Stryper albums, like, for instance, I mentioned To Hell with the Devil. I could do without, you know, I see the weakness on that album. If there's not many, it's maybe All of Me or something like that, or something, you know. So there's something on there that's not quite top notch for me. Although I like a ballad, but almost, you know, I could pick out the odd song. This album, no. Let me tell you now, there's nothing on this that is a weakness. It's all killer. All killer, no filler. Let me tell you that, guys. You're going to love this Stryper album. You really are. That is an excellent song. Is that the 4th song now? I think it's the 4th single. And let me tell you now, there's 11 amazing tracks. I think it's 11, if I can, my memory serves me right. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Stryper. Amazing how you guys are like producing music like that now. You know, like I said, it's been a brilliant day with Queensryche and Stryper. Just amazing bands that producing some of the best music they've ever done. Ain't that cool? Ain't that cool? It's back. Metal is back, and with a vengeance as well. Guys, let me know what you think of that. Same old story, Stryper. Brilliant song. In the comments below. I'll see you soon.